Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Eador Genesis New Horizons modded. In the last episode, we expanded our influence a little bit, taking 3 more Tier 2 provinces. Our economy has not improved any, but hasn't really decreased either. We've lost 5 gold per turn and picked up 3 gems per turn, but we're still looking rather respectable here at turn 47 at 149 gold and 24 gems per turn. We're about to enter what I consider to be the mid-game for a average level shard, turn 50. 40 to 50, depending upon how I'm feeling when I wake up in the morning, determines when I consider it to be a early or mid-game turn. 3 more turns, and I believe we are indeed in the mid-game. We have not yet seen the Astromaster on the shard. We have not yet seen the local lord that is on this shard. Looking pretty good with our current reserves as well. 1,018 gold and 655 gems will ensure that we can continue to build more magical structures at the very least. Building-wise, we are now prepared to begin constructing various Tier 2 unit buildings and have added the horsemen to our repertoire of units, along with the halfling suburb, giving us border guards. We are working towards the Pathfinders Guild in order to access the Trappers Guild, so we can actually begin using those eggs we've picked up earlier. We have a basilisk egg, a slug egg, and a giant spider egg, and this should let us use all 3 of those. For our heroes, Lythe is level 12, and looking pretty good as a ringmaster. He's picked up 2 more slots for his army, and he's going back to go ahead and fill those slots. On that note as well, Gavion is returning home in order to pick up a unit slot for himself, since we lost one in the battle against the knight due to a bunch of misplays. We'll get the opportunity to drop Sith Jespalier off into Lythe's army, which means all of my named people so far will be present in that force. And Urzanar continues to explore out here just to get more of this land explored, so it continues to grow for us. For heroes themselves, I guess we should cover their skills, as I've been doing that. 3 marksmanship on Lythe, 3 pathfinding, obviously, on Lythe, 1 looting, 2 reaction, 2 scouting, 1 offensive tactics, and 1 discipline. No significant gear upgrades since the last battle, with the exception of the silver arrows, which reminds me, we shouldn't be using those by default. Urzanar at level 3 has 3 points in summoning and 1 point in magic power, or spell power. And Gavion has 2 points in range tactics, 2 in leadership, 1 in maneuvering, 1 in defensive tactics, and 1 in discipline. Oh, I guess for loot that we picked up last episode, we did gain a Swindler's Jacket, which will be nice for Lythe to possess, and riveted gloves, which I think are better than the gloves he's currently using. I think. Might not be. What gloves are you using? Yes, you're better. 1 more hit point. For Urzanar, no new equipment I think of note. No new spells either. And the same thing for Gavion. I don't think he's using anything fantastic either. Alright. So let me quickly save off this. I like how this introduction came out. Alright. So now we're good to go. Let's go ahead and end our turn. I think we've built everything I wanted to build already. We did. While exploring the province of Reedy Swamps, the hero Urzanar has found some ancient ruins. Let's examine it. The hero Urzanar has approached the deserted ruins of a city of the ancients. Often ancient artifacts or some treasures hidden by the current occupants of the ruin can be found in such places. Scouting has revealed that the ancient ruins are filled with slime, and you can see 3 giant slugs moving around in it. Okay. Urzanar says he can't win. It would be close, but I think I agree with Urzanar. I don't think he can win this battle either. 2 Ifrits and a demon can definitely kill 1 of the slugs. The spells and the gargoyle, along with the Naiad to help heal my units, might take out a 2nd, but I don't think I can kill a 3rd. So I will retreat. Okay. Gavian, you're back home. Let's leave this behind. The same thing with the gloves. Do we have any new gear for you? As long as I'm home. Or I'm sorry, do I want to purchase anything for you? And I don't think I do. I think I'm good. For your troops, we're going to leave Seth Jespalier at home. Move this herbalist there. Take another herbalist. I think I would not mind having another horseman or border guards. Let's take 2 border guards, actually. Border guards benefit from the increased attack that Galvian has. I think we have increased attack on him, don't we? Oh, we do not. Okay. But they will benefit from the range tactics, and if we get an option to take increased melee attack, they will benefit from that as well. So they're a good unit for a commander that I'm scattering my points into. And then Gavian, you'll come back over here. Lythe. Let's throw away this crossbow. I don't think I'm going to want this. I'd rather have the nomad bow. Repair your equipment. Then we're going to give you the swindler's jacket. And the riveted gloves. I probably should have repaired the equipment. I should have thrown away his jacket, but I didn't do that now. Ooh, +1 speed if we get the thieves' gloves would be nice also. And as for your units, you will take Sith Jespalier. And we have room for another unit. And I think I mentioned I wanted a crossbowman. So let's go ahead and take one. Okay, Lythe, and you'll head down here into these swamps, and you'll try to take out the lizardmans down here. Urzanar can continue to explore. I don't think there... Oh, right, I have ghosts here. No. Well, I'm just gonna... We'll hold off on those ghosts. Urzanar, if he gets more spell slots, can take a few shocks, and then he can go in there to kill them. The Ifrits might be surprisingly good against them. If they can inflict burning damage on the ghosts, that will be some... obviously damage inflicted on them. So he might have an option to do more with these two. And the Ifrit's magic range attack could be used against the ghosts too. So all he probably needs is 2 or 3 shocks, and he can win that battle. Okay, is there any other buildings that need to be constructed in my lands? Yes, here. We've got 2 buildings built. I don't really need anything else built here at this moment. What else do we have? Okay, let's put a pub here. And at home, we will build the Pathfinders Guild. That will also increase, I believe, the province exploration by 25%. Very useful. And now we're ready to make use of our eggs next turn when we build the Swamp Trappers Guild. But we filled up our command slots again, so out we go to do more adventuring. I don't really want to wait around until we can put those eggs in our army. We will gain other command slots in my army, so we can fill them out then. The hero Lythe has entered the province of Toxic Quagmire. The totems encountered on your way clearly indicate these lands belong to a tribe of lizardmen, and the skulls impaled on spears reveals that they don't like guests. Lizardman, Beater, Whisperer, Bog Warrior. I really don't like seeing the Whisperer here. But let's fight. They get to go first. That's also annoying. And now I'm really worried about losing people. Let's see. Lost from you can go here. Grouchish, you have the medals. I don't want to lose you either. Oh man. I don't want to lose anybody to the Whisperer has a really powerful range attack, magic range attack. I really don't want to take that hit. Okay, hold on. Stop. Think, Tim. All right, we have hills on our side. They have a single hill, and one of the range units is on it. We should put someone who's got some range defense there to be struck by that bow, or he's going to move in and begin trying to shoot my more vulnerable people. We could put Lythe over here. With 7 range defense, he won't take too much from this. But I like the wall we have here. This Bog Warrior is going to be annoying. He's going to be upon us, or a threat to us, the turn after ours. So no, we'll put you down here, Life. I guess Froxazor, you can take a few hits, so we can put you here. But I'm going to, let's look, what's your range? I think it's 6 up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll keep you there. We'll put our healer up here to keep Sifjespler and Froxazor healed. Both of these guys can whittle down this Bog Warrior if it gets too close. My spearmen can hurl spears at various lizardmen. They'll intercept for each other, but I won't mind too much about that. So I don't think I'll care about that very much. We can start by healing Adorkable, unless this guy somehow manages to put some real damage on us. We're probably going to get a Quagmire cast on Vipera to slow her down. Otherwise, I think we're in good shape. So let's go ahead. I like the positioning. We have some hills to help give us defense and slow them down if they try to reach us. My melee units will have defense up on these hills as this guy approaches as well. Let's start. We will absolutely raise a false alarm. Okay. Quagmire will reduce the movement of Viper Bearer by 2. Its defense by... Its armor by 1, so it loses 1 point of defense. She does. And 1 point of stamina each turn. We could counter it by putting a haste on her. You know, I think we'll do that. Sorry, a swiftness. Is that right? Oh, haste. No, it is called haste. Next. I don't care if you guys intercept. That's fine with me. Let's heal here. Go ahead and intercept. I don't mind. Okay, this one has forced march. I need to pay attention to that. That's the only one that does. So I can move my Nameless Spearman here. With 2 more defense, this is a good target. He'll probably move down here to strike him. You'll move up. I would love to get him behind their lines to kill this archer. But I'd have to move here to do that. What's your range? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh! Okay, hold on. If I move you here, Viper, Bera, he can't reach you. He can't reach you. And he can't reach you either. So I will move you here. Frostazor, you stay where you are. No reason to move you here and let you be hit by this guy. Not yet, at least. Let's end our... Oh, I should move Lost Fremen on that hill. Grouchus, I'll move you up 1, and we're good. I don't know what spell that was. I don't think I've seen that before. Weakness. Decreases all types of attack by 3. Okay. With Forced March, I need to be careful about moving Frokazor. Only because the healer will be exposed. If I move Frokazor here, then Adorkable needs to move to take his place to protect our healer. But I think we're going to do this. Shield Bash and hit him. Thanks to agility, Swiftjumper will be fine. And I think we can maybe kill... Maybe kill one of these. I don't want you taking another range attack as well. I'm going to pull you back here, unnamed spearman. Alright, doing very well so far. Adorable will heal you. So Jespler, move up. Take a free hit. Our archers can help whittle down this guy. Lost Fremen. Get the kill. Ooh, taking quite a bit of damage over here, Viper Bearer. Let's heal you. Good work, team. Not difficult. 175 bucks and 8 gems for the battle. Unnamed Spearman will give you a counterattack. Sif, do I give you a ranged attack? Let's give you another ranged defense. Bera, you could use some morale. Forced march. Continue exploring. Okay, not bad. They're not happy. They're not happy. Let's use that extravaganza. We'll put a pub here. And we need some guards here. So, border guards are very expensive. They're okay. Not so good in the swamps, though. But they do let you have a 2 range to see what's going on. So, it's tempting to put them there, but that's kind of really expensive. I think we'll just drop some adventurers instead. Nomad Steppes, a free settlement in the swamps. And Medusa swamps with Mandrake root there. I would like this. I don't know if we can handle the Medusas in a tier 3 province, though. What's here? Tome Guardians, Demonologists, a Great Cyclops. Might be able to kill the Great Cyclops. Great Cyclops have a surprising amount of resistance on them, like 5, so we're not going to be able to use Headwind to slow him down. The swamps may be helpful, but that will be the only thing. Webs don't work on Cyclops. We have to kill it with ranged attacks before it reaches me, and it'll have like 100 hit points, or 85 hit points. That's going to take quite a bit of time to whittle it down. It might be an evil unit, in which case Smite Evil +1 may help. I guess we could always revert if the battle is too difficult. Tomb Guardians will be a Reaper, a Mummy, and Bone Spearman. We're not really set to fight that, but we can probably win. Assuming there's no scout. This is the tier 2 location, but I think we can probably win that battle. Let's fight the Tomb Guardians to start. Gavion, you will fight some Dark Elves. And you continue to explore, Urzanar. At home, I said I wanted the Swamp Trappers Guild. Let's do it. Now we can actually use the eggs in our armies in the future. While exploring the province of Reedy Swamps, the hero Urzanar found some ancient ruins. The hero Urzanar has approached a deserted ruins of a city of the ancients. Often an ancient artifact or some treasures hidden by the current occupants of the ruins can be found in such places. Scouting has revealed that the ancient ruins are not as deserted as they may have appeared at first sight. Ghost Whisperer, Wolf, Spirit Conjurer, but there's 10 enemies. There's probably 2 Spirit Conjurers, 3 Ghost Whisperers, and the rest are wolves. It's too tough for Urzanar, so we have to retreat. The hero Gavion has approached a half-destroyed ancient tower. The inhabitants of the old citadel have noticed him and are preparing for battle. 6 enemies, Night Shadows and Dark Priestesses. Gavion says the enemies aren't worth the trouble. They're not really. I think Urzanar could probably do this battle. But he's not here. Gavion is, so you will do this battle. Okay, I think we're ready. So we're absolutely going to lose a horseman right away, but I'm going to throw them up there to try to kill one of these girls to start. Let's do something like this. Remember that I have weakened the Night Elf Nightshades to reduce their range by 1, which means that they're gonna move up to fight me. Which is fantastic because I can kill probably 2 of them. Heal you, and we can kill this. Oh, we can't quite kill her, but I think we can with a slingstone. Pull you back, heal you a bit, and it's over. Can we get you healed as well? Good job, Gavion. +1 health, and I think we'll grab Range Tactics 3 for another point of range attack. You will get some morale. You get an ammo. What's your resistance? Just 1. Let's give you another resistance. Stamina medal on a cavalry is amazing. Nothing else that we need. Hero Light approaches an ancient crypt. It looks like a burial vault of some ancient ruler or great warrior. One is sure to find something valuable among the belongings of the deceased, and to encounter those guarding the peace of the dead as well. 4 enemies. There's probably 2, I'm guessing 2 Reapers. We can win. Let's attack. He says it's not worth the trouble. I would normally agree with him. However, he's here, and Ursanar is nowhere close to him. So we will indeed do this battle. Grouchus, let's leave you there. Put this guy up here, and we're good. 2 spearmen. That is annoying. I don't like where they're located. They're far away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, how am I going to do this? Alright. I moved some of my units up. Let's continue to move you up here, Sif. We'll heal. My Nameless. Move you up there. I can risk taking some hits on my Spearmen. And now what do I want to do? I don't really need to web someone yet. We can't sleep any of these. They're undead. We can slow probably this guy to make sure that he's not going to be a surprise threat to me if I'm not paying attention. So let's do that to start. Okay. Let's pull you back here, Adorable, and heal you. Sif will move you up a bit more. My Nameless guy can be moved up a bit. I want to threaten spears against that mummy. Might as well start shooting it. Good job, Grouchus. I thought this was Grouchus for a second. And I think that will be good. You might kill it. You don't actually ignore any melee with your attacks, so you won't kill it. You can probably take both counter hits if it comes down to it, Sif. If I do this, Vipera, can you take these? 19 damage? You can. You'll live. So let's kill that. I think I'm going to web one of them. That was dumb. I should have done that after this attack. It would have done more damage to him first. Now we can heal that and mop up this band. $185 gold, 14 gems, and a bird eater's egg. Wow! Holy crap! We could have a army of all sorts of different creatures. Giant spider, bird eater, giant slug, basilisk. It's very tempting. Alright, we can probably kill the demonologists while we're here, but if we're fighting them, we'll want our silver arrows. I forgot to leave the eggs off when I was at home earlier. Gavion, you won. You took no significant damage. Let's fight the thicket guards. I don't know what that's going to be. Where's our... One more turn for you exploring there. We need more structures made. Let's build a tavern there. Wouldn't mind having the mandrake root, but I want one more round at least of... Well, can we take this out? The Medusa Swamps? Maybe. I wouldn't mind having another level on life first. If we get super lucky and get another point of command, that would be really handy. Even other spells would be useful. I think we'll just clear that ancient ruins. While exploring the province of Reedy Swamps, Urzanar found another lair of bandits. Gang leader, brigand, thief, renegade, assassin, cutthroat, thug, and a bandit. Urzanar cannot win. We retreat from that battle. Oh! The hero Gavion approaches an ancient thicket that has survived even the times of the Great Cataclysm. It is unknown what preserved the forest and its inhabitants from destruction, but there may very well be something of value at this place. The thicket does have its guardians, however, who cannot fail to notice the arrival of strangers. 14 enemies, treants and dryads. I do not remember treants, but I'm pretty sure they are very strong. I don't think we'll win this battle. We'll retreat. The hero life... Oh, actually, we can't win that battle, especially with Gavion. I thought that was life who fought that. Hero life is approached the deserted ruins of a city of the ancients. You know the drill. Imps, spawns, and demonologists. Light says this is a pathetic army. I agree with him. But he's here. No one else is. So we'll do this battle with you. We don't need a false alarm. Instantly kill that guy. And the battle's won. We don't even need to move up. Everyone just stays put. The enemy will have to come to me. We shuffle up a bit. Will you kill him on the charge? I think you will, Viper. Very easy battle. Lost Fremen. We'll give you a resistance. 2 stamina for you, Vipera. Okay, let's try fighting the Medusa Swamps. While I'm looking at this place, let's also build a tavern here. What does it take to build a market? Let's build the jewelry store. Oh, I wanted that to be 35. You'll keep exploring Urzanar one more round. Sorry that Gavion. I wasted your turn last. I wasted your last turn. There's nothing there I think you can kill. Hell Cohort will be too difficult for you without... So I really don't want to take losses. Gavion can win some of these battles. Oh, not in the swamp battle. He won't win the Hell against the Hell Cohort. Might be able to kill... necromancers. Can probably kill these two. Those two battles. Let's move Gabby in here. We'll fight the necromancers. And at home, let's build the cavalry barracks. Get access to the cavalry guard. Actually, I can't. I already built a building apparently this turn. That's right. I built the jewelry store. Then we're done. Hero Light has started his journey through the swampland to the province of Rotten Swamps. If the rumors are true, these places are the age-old domain of Medusa. Unfortunately, it turns out that these rumors are true. The inhospitable inhabitants of the bogs are crawling in the hero's direction, hissing. For Medusa. We can negotiate with them. That's interesting. But we don't have any diplomacy, so that's not likely to work. So we'll just attack. How do I want to set up for this? We have 3 hills, and I have 3 ranged units, so it's very tempting to indeed put all our ranged units on the hills. However, Medusas are going to move up and poison and paralyze everyone, so this is going to be a bit tricky. But I do think I want to reach out and hit them if they make themselves targets with all my ranged units, so we do start on the hills with everyone. My heavy defenders are over here to help guard Grouchish and Lithe. This crossbowman can be all alone on that hill, and I can... If he dies, so be it. I'll be acceptable. Alright, I think I'm going to be okay with this. Let's absolutely raise that false alarm to lower their stamina. 5 range on her petrification. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She could do it right now if she so desires. 4 range on these girls. Okay. They probably have fantastic resistance on them, 6 and 7, so none of our offensive spells work very well on them. Let's get my spearmen up a bit. So it's going to be range attacks for you, Lithe, then. Level 4, level 8, level 3, level 3. This is the most dangerous one. Good God, look how long their petrification lasts. 6 turns? 7 turns? Ooh, okay. Oh, that's good. I like that. Yes, you go there. Just go there and stay there, so we never have to worry about you again. Oh, man. That did not do much damage at all. Dorkable, I could force march you here, and you could throw a spear. And then I could charge with Vipera, but then Vipera gets hit by a power 17 attack with poison. But I think I have to do it. Well, or do I? Or do I? She's just gonna start. She'll start paralyzing. She can paralyze Lithe, Tim. You kind of have. You have to do this. So let's move 1, 2 with you, Adorkable. Hurl that spear. 3 damage is acceptable. Didn't kill her. That's the worst. That's the absolute worst. Because now we've lost Vipera. I can't do anything about it. She's dead. She'll get attacked here, and this moves up and attacks her as well, and she's dead. Oh, okay. Or everything moves. She's still dead because of all that poison, and I can't get to her to heal her. could web her. I can't even heal her for 2... Oh, she's dead. That's it. She's just dead. There's nothing I can do. Sorry, Vipera. You died just as... well, you died. I can't do anything to help you. I'm so sorry. Three ammo left on her, too. Good God. I think I web her. Still petrified. Still can't be healed. Does your heal ignore festering wounds? It might. I don't know for sure if it does, though. I don't think it does. I'd have to cast haste on her and charge her up. Let's try it. No, doesn't work. Okay. Oh man, and now we're paralyzed for 2 turns. This was clearly a mistake. We should not have... I might end up reverting this. We're going to lose more units than I'd like here. Do I strike her with you, Adorkable? No. Good God, this is just awful. One stamina left. That's super awkward. Grouchus, I can't lose you. We gotta move you down. I've already lost too many people, which is to say 1 person. Oh God, so much damage down here. Viper, I'm sorry, but as the only loss, we're gonna have to accept that. Good cash, good crystals for the battle. Medusa are defeated. +1 magic. And I think we'll grab reaction 3 for that other resistance and +1 speed. Give you an ammo, give you a resistance, give you a resistance, continue exploring. A large trade caravan is asking for permission to cross the province of Rowan reaches. The traders are willing to pay you a tax of 50 coins. Let them pass. Blizzard to the treasury. Alright, that gives us now the Mandrake route, which we wanted. Let's put a granary here. You've lost a unit life. That's annoying. It was a good unit, too. It's too late. Can't be helped now. Do we have any tier 3 spells at home? We have none. We have none. Okay. I think we send life back and we get a new unit in his army. We also build the market. gives us access to the fair now, which we're going to want. Gavian fights the necromancers. This is now 39% good. Urzanar, we can now pull you back to explore other places, which will... I'll ring 1 provinces, which are more likely to have something you can kill than a tier 2 provinces, which is where you're currently located. Do we need to cast any rituals? I don't think so. We should put a guard here. And you know what? I think I will put the border guards here. We see Mithril down here at a free settlement, so we will want that. The hero Gavian approaches a fairly strong, relatively new and well-protected tower. The inhabitants of this tower have noticed him and preparing for battle. 6 enemies, zombie, ghoul, necromancer, and a sorcerer. I think we can win. We might take some losses here, but that's acceptable. There's no one named in Gavian's army, so I don't feel as bad about losing units he's got. I think this is acceptable. Okay, and we'll go ahead and start with a shield. What's your range? 1, 2, 3, 4. Assuming he doesn't get lucky enough to get a skeleton that has 3 movement, we should be outside the range of most of his units. The imp will still zap us. Oh, or it won't. Okay, that works out for us. Let's see. I'm a little worried about the ghoul. I'm a little worried about that ghoul. But I think we kind of have to attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's move this one here and kill the skeleton, which will clear out the way for this guy to charge the sorcerer. My crossbowman can take out the imp. 1 crossbowman can take out the imp, which is even better. Let's use a damage spell to weaken the necromancer. We did not get to do so. Force March, am I able to possibly kill the ghoul this turn? Lots of Force Marches will be needed, Tim, if you want to do this. Or you have to hope your Slingstones do it. Actually, I think Slingstones will do it. Okay, that wasn't so bad. We can heal this cavalry since it's on the front lines already. Heal you. Heal here. It's almost like I moved everyone ready to receive the charge and deal with the damage they were going to receive right afterwards. You can kill the necromancer. You can kill the spearman. You can charge the skeleton and kill it. I think combined, a melee attack here, and you attacking it in melee will kill this skeleton. Okay, yep, I am now a convert to the power of Force March. Good job, Gavian. What's your first aid already? You don't need more than 2 first aid. Let's give you a counterattack. Range attack. Range defense. Attack. Stunning shot. Centaur bow. 7 range attack, 5 range, 4 ammo, powerful shot +3. For 3 stamina, he does 3 more damage with this bow. It's okay. It's probably better than his nomad bow, though, is, I think. Let's look at the range the nomad bow's got. A delegation of halflings from the province of New Skulch has arrived at your castle with a cart laden with all sorts of gifts. The halflings are very content with your rule, and they ask you to accept their offering. Your spies report that the cart mostly contains various useless junk, since the halflings determine the value of a thing by its uniqueness, and not by its usefulness. I thank the halflings for the valuable gifts. Give them $50. Halflings are very surprised that you are paying them for their unselfish gifts, but they don't dare to refuse your payment. A pity they got everything wrong. Your subjects have only delivered those things that are somehow useful to the treasury. Distribute the rest amongst the poor. Let's take a look and see what we got. We got a knife. This is not useful. Reinforced shield. It's decent. We'll hold on to it at least. Saber's not useful. Paladin's Cuirass, though, is very nice. We will keep that, absolutely. And actually, I guess we don't really need the reinforced shield either. Well, we'll hold on to it. We won't say no to a +1/+1 shield. Yeah, we're ready for that warrior now, absolutely. We just need to somehow save up $4,000. Alright, Life, you're back here to pick up a unit for Vipera Barris. I'm so sorry, Vipera. What unit are we putting in here for her? Do I want one of the monsters now? It is tempting. I'm sorry, I keep clicking the same buttons. So I kind of want a cavalry still with her. So let's grab a horseman. It's so useful to have someone who can just run out there and do a lot of damage to a unit. The charge is so useful. We will absolutely want that. Down here, we can now build a pub. In our castle, we can build a fair. Plus 15 income, provides population wounded capital by 1, or increases, improves population wounded capital by 1, and we can perform the trade fair. Trade fair is a wonderful spell. Let's find a good province for it. Probably Ritual's the best one, but we'll cast it first in Hookbanks. It's called Auction here, though. Here it is. An extraordinary halfling fair is held. All taxes are immediately sent to the treasury. Can only be performed in a populated province. By your order, the fair was held in the province of Hookbanks. The things the halflings brought to sell were much in demand by local residents and quickly sold out. During the trading, 127 gold was collected. Not bad. It's basically a enchanted coffer that doesn't decrease the population mood. So we'll be using that whenever it's off a cooldown from now on. Gavion, you can probably kill the Inquisitors. Be a little tricky this battle, but I'm pretty sure you can do it. 7 attack, range 5. Lythe has 8 attack, range 5. Oh! And 6 ammo. I prefer his nomad bow. We should probably... Well, If we build the riding ground, that gives us options to the nomad camp, which sells a nomad bow and nomad arrows, which will complete the set and give Lythe quite a bit of ammo for doing so. I'm not sure, though, if I really want them as a unit. Although they would go well with the... Again, they're like the border guards, but we have border guards, which makes this less attractive. I think we'll stick with my siege workshop as the next one I want to build. Though we need to find some wood for that. All right, Life, can you fight anything here now? You probably killed those necromancers by now. You have access to a tier 3 spell, but I don't have any spells for you. Oh, we could maybe use Life to kill the ghosts at this point. Take a bunch of shocks. The only issue with that is I'm going to want to come back here when I'm done. Let's think here. I don't know if I want to spend a turn doing that. Urzanar can kill the ghosts in the future. Not you, Life. Do I even need a shock? Probably not. We should get you some rings while I'm here, though. And one of these should go for a bracelet. You'll probably want more morale. Is there a knowledge store around that I've unlocked? I don't remember. No, there's no scrolls for sale anywhere. Web is arguably the most useful spell out of the ones I currently got here, so we'll take another web, I suppose. Another heal could be useful, or a dash, but no, we'll take another web. You'll fight those necromancers. Gavian can do the lookout tower. Urzanar, you will just explore here now. We took a tier 3 province. We're probably strong enough to take others as well. I hate fighting centaurs and nomads in particular, because good movement and range attacks means all my fragile units are focused down very quickly. We will lose my halflings. My halfling will die, and they'll begin like whittling down Grouchus if they can. Get attacks on him too. It's annoying to fight them. If I fight them in the forest, will be better. In which, well, there's centaurs here. In particular, that will be good for Lythe, because we can ignore the forest movement penalties. I think Tib, you stay with Lythe, though. Stay here and fight the necromancers. Armada. Armada is an executioner and a war elephant and something else. And the war elephant is very strong. I don't know if I could kill the elephant if I focus fired it. I don't think I could. Yeah, we'll stick with this current deployment. Here, Urzanar has returned from his trip. He did not find anything unusual, but he managed to explore 3% of the land in the province of Hookbanks. Here, Gavian approaches a fairly strong, relatively new, and well-protected tower. The inhabitants of the tower have noticed him and are preparing for battle. 4 enemies: Witch Hunter, Inquisitor, Smiting Hand. There's probably 2 Smiting Hands and one of the others. Let's attack. That is what is here. We want to attack him from the flank, if possible. Let's do something like this to start. First strike, 13 counterattack. That's pretty darn painful. If I attack him this round as well, if I charge him with this guy, he will just heal him. So I don't really want to do that this turn. Our Sling Stones will do no significant damage to him whatsoever either. We could sucker him into attacking a border guard, and then move the border guard away to be healed afterwards. Let's do that. Okay, so let's move you away, use Force March, and run you away. to heal you. Throw a spear. I need to threaten that guy next turn. Oh. I don't want him healing him, so I'll instead cast that spell on the Inquisitor. He'll heal himself instead. No, he won't! No, he won't. How annoying. This will also be annoying. Because we have to take a bunch of damage here. I don't see a way for us to avoid it. But we need to get his stamina down. Can charge. Yep, you'll take the hit, but you also trample right over him. Good job, guys. +1 command, very useful. And we'll take defensive tactics for +1 defense. Stamina medal. I like my stamina medals. You have a stamina medal ready? You do. Give you a counterattack. Copper ring. Won't say no to that. Dagger's useless though. $270 and 19 gems. The hero Lythe has reached the entrance to some ancient catacombs. The old tunnels still guard many secrets of the past, and treasures. This included their present inhabitants who are now approaching the hero. 8 enemies, skeleton, bone spearman, zombie, ghoul, and a necromancer. Let's scout. 1 necromancer, we can absolutely win. Ooh, I like the terrain, lots of hills. Let's go ahead and set up on the hills to start. I think we'll do this. Scratches, is this you? That is not you. Okay, I'm fine with this. This is good. Let's start. I don't need the false alarm. It's just 1 necromancer. Can we actually... I can hit him with life, but not with grouchish. What's your range? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't hit us either, so we can just blink him and kill him next round. Ghoul needs... Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ghoul needs to be... One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Can move you here. Good job, Grouchus. Nice hit with your crossbow. Three movement skeleton. 1, 2, 3. Can reach our front lines. Frokazor. Move there to block. That does kind of keep Sif position out of position, but it'll be okay. After he takes a hit. So this guy's going to move up, take a hit, and then be counterattacked and killed. This guy then moves up and hits Frokazor for quite a bit more damage. Let's get ready to heal him. Oh, actually, maybe Grouchus can kill the skeleton for us. No, he can't. There's a disappointment. Oh, because that wasn't Grouchish, so now we can kill him. Do I want you taking a hit? You know what? I think we can I... It's got 12... we need to inflict 12 damage to him, Tim. I don't think you can do that with your 2 units. Actually, we can do it with our cavalry. No, just stay there. This is fine. My good solid block. Thank you, Frokazor. I keep messing up your name. Let's move up, Sif. Kill that. Grouchish. I don't like this ghoul. Can we kill it? I forgot probably to put on Smite Evil, didn't I? I did. Okay, that's a shame. We can just pull back here. My little nameless spearman can move back a bit. Begin working that ghoul's body, and we're good. Heal. You can at the very least attack it. Because you're agile, you won't trigger a counterattack. My cavalry can either do a lot of damage to this zombie, or we can kill the ghoul. I think the ghoul's a better target. Dorkable. Oh, lost Fremen. Spear. Adorkable. Spear. Darn it! Force March? 1. Still not good enough, Tim. Kill it with that arrow instead. You have any more arrows on my people? I do. Can rest my crossbowmen. Wow, moving to the swamp? I'm very grateful for that. Thank you. Good work, guys. 100 bucks, 34 gems. Sith, let's give you an attack. Horseman. Plus 2 hit points. Sphere of Wisdom. 2 energy control, 2 ammo, plus 10 hero experience. 224 bucks, 18 gems. The Deputy of the Forest of Shadows. The Deputy of the Forest of Shadows province informs you that the caretaker of a local graveyard has seen animated dead who rise from their graves at night and head somewhere outside the cemetery. This would make sense for the Forest of Shadows. The caretaker believes these are the pranks of a young magician who settled recently in the area. Who settled recently on the outskirts of the city, not far from the graveyard. Why did I say that? However, the caretaker is too afraid to make sure he's right by tracking the dead. The people of the province are very afraid of what's happening. Perform a Pacify the Soul ritual. Your magicians have performed Pacify the Soul ritual. The graveyard caretaker informs you that the dead are nonetheless coming to unlife and wandering at night. Hire a team of adventurers. Your deputy hires a team of adventurers. They easily track the reanimated dead and find out that they are traveling to the nearest inn. There they are met by someone wearing a black cloak with a huge hood that completely hides his face. Then someone orders the zombies to remove all their jewels, weapons, and remaining clothes, put them in a cart, and then return to the graveyard. Take all loot from the thief and jail him. Your soldiers have waylaid the grave robber. They seize him, take the loot from him, and throw him into the dungeon. What should be done with the loot? Return it and bless it to the cemetery. God, that was expensive. It occurs to me I need more guards around here, so let's put foresters there. Life can repair your gear. Oh, these are both decent, but I think I prefer my Sphere of Wisdom. Sorry, yes, I do. That's correct. You said the right words, Tim. You said the right words. Gavion. You gained another command slot. We bring you back to fill it. Urzanar, you keep exploring. Life, I guess we need to take more Tier 3 provinces, so let's go and fight these barbarians. Down here, we can build a tavern. At home, we can build the infirmary. Increase the population growth in the capital, which I don't really care about. But I wouldn't mind reducing the risk of an epidemic in the capital. We'll go ahead and build it. And how much longer till auctions off cooldown? 3 more turns. The hero Lythe has entered the province of Ratfield. The barbarians who claim these lands to be theirs by right are sending an armed party to intercept. 10 enemies. Barbarian, Berserker, Shaman. The good news is there's no Behemoth. The bad news is this is going to be tough. There's probably 2 or 3 Berserkers and 2 Shamans here. Let's scout. 3 Berserkers, 2 Shamans. This will be a difficult battle. I think we can win. I think we can win. We have a little wall here of hills. That will be helpful. And we have some other choke points. I think Frostgador can probably block for this area. He can plug this hole, blocking any barbarians trying to attack in this spot. We have these hills here. Let's get all our crossbowmen there. Let's start. We will raise that false alarm to lower their stamina. Alright, I don't like the shamans, I don't like the berserkers. They're gonna be on top of me right away. I don't like Curse very much. It lasts for 5 turns. How long does Curse last for? It doesn't say. I think it's 5 or 4 turns. Our resistance will help nullify a good amount of it for most of my units. Okay, so this guy has a healing spell. We could also maybe headwind one of these to slow him down. Do I want to cast spells or start killing? I think, well, we can do both. Let's start slowing them down. And that will probably be all that I'll do this turn. Good. Waste the ammo healing that guy. We're killing him next turn anyway. Okay. Oh, he just rested. Okay, that's acceptable too, if he doesn't move up. I'm fine with that. So... I think we're about to sacrifice this cavalry. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to be doing here. Because we can kill this guy this turn. Throw a spear to weaken him. Light him up. 9 hit points, 4 defense. Yeah, we could actually absolutely kill him by moving here. So we'll kill him. We've lost his cavalry. He is dead, but he's performed his job admirably. Now, do I shoot or do I put this one to sleep? And then we don't have to worry about him for a bit. I think we sleep him. Frostgador can now move up, and we can begin moving you up here, Dorkable. Our nameless guy can move over here. And that's good. I'll be very surprised if he lives, because he's going to take 4 barbarian attacks. Oh, or 2. Okay. Okay, took everything they had to kill him, but that is going to be acceptable. Just be careful, Tim. We don't want to lose another person, Tim says as he moves up a Dorkable. Can I kill this one? 21. I can, but not just these 2, Tim. You can begin working him, though. If I hit this guy with a shield bash, does he wake up? I don't know, and I'm too nervous to find out, so that's all we do. That was a massive hit you took, Adorkable. He's still asleep for one more turn. I think, Fremen, you can take a hit from there. We can probably focus down this guy with just my crossbowmen and a hit here. Damage is a lot of damage. Okay, that's a big hit. Fuck, we gotta pull you back from up there. Now he's waking up. He's exhausted, so we don't really need to worry about him too much, but I do need to hit him with a melee attack, or he's going to be able to hit us for 13 damage. If I hit him now, he loses that point of stamina. Actually, he might lose that point of stamina at the beginning of his turn, but I don't know that for a fact. I think I need to... Oh, I shouldn't have moved you back, fuckers. Or maybe I should have moved you back. One, two, three if I use Force March, but you're going to be tired. I think we have to move up here, and I want to kill this guy this turn. 15 hit points, 14 damage. I should have moved you back, Fuckazor. You could have taken another range attack and could have killed this guy. So that was a mistake. A big mistake. Lost Fremen, if I keep you... Okay, you're wounded, but Adorkable is not. So I'm going to pull you back. Adorkable, you move up and you attack here. Good. He's now out of stamina. We kill that guy. Let's see if we can sucker this guy to attack us down here. We did not. Lost the cavalry. But I tend to throw away my new hires when I get them. And I think his sacrifice was well worth it. Distracting almost the entire army for one round. And killing one of the berserkers. Good job, guys. 214 gold, 11 gems. A hit point for you, Frostgazor. Lost Fremen. 2 hit points. Unnamed Spearman. An attack for you. Adorkable. You don't need 2 more stamina. We'll give you... I want a 3rd ranged ammo with you. I guess we're doing that. Nice. You gained a defense medal. We'll give you that too. Grouchus, we can give you another precise shot medal. I'm going to do that. We get another healing medal for my herbalist if I want it, and I do. Unnamed Crossbowmen will give you an ammo. Continue exploring. An adventurer known as the... Oh, I gotta take this, everyone. I'll be back. Alright, sorry about that, everyone. Okay, I'm not muted. Good. I am back. Real life stuff. You guys probably won't care. Quickly mention, I suppose, that I was at the emergency room yesterday, February 12th, due to some neurological problems I've been having recently. Everything's fine. All the tests came back not finding any problems, which is good. And today I feel much better. But I will have family probably calling me to check up on me, and that was one of my brothers. Alright, so... An adventurer, known as the Deadeye, has found an abandoned temple in the province of Ritual. He is asking you to help him with the gear he needs to explore what he has found. He promises to hand over half of whatever spoils he finds to the treasury. So, we have money and we have gems lying around, so why not let him do so? The Deadeye explores the abandoned temple and finds a little gold and a few valuable items. He hands over the promised half of the trophies to your treasury. Oh, look at this. Summoner's Staff. This is amazing for Urzanar. Plus 3 attack, plus 4 counterattack, plus 2 summoning power, plus 4 stamina, skillful spellcaster plus 2. This is amazing. Why can't I say this is amazing? So little, what a pity. That's what I have to say. That's amazing for Urzanar. Urzanar coming right back there to grab that. Life. Right, we just did the battle versus the barbarians, and we lost our cavalry unit, so we're going to want another. Okay. Let's put some guards here. Put some light infantry here. We'll put a mill here. And in life, we can send you back home to once again get this unit spot. Actually, do we need this unit spot filled? Or is there something we can actually clear? There's nothing here we can fight. There's nothing there for us to fight. I don't really want to fight centaurs here, but we might be able to beat them. We'll try that battle and see if that levels us. And if that doesn't... we might be able to kill the Dark Druids. It's so handy to have another unit, though, to do these battles with. We'll give it a try. We'll see how well it goes for us. Gavillon. See, we don't need this. We don't need that. We might want the Centaur bow for you. We'll hold on to that. Since you're back home, we'll give you a Commander's Medal. We'll give you 2 rings of stamina. And you have a unit slot available. I see only a Merc Goblin here. Maybe it is time to begin using some of these monsters. So if I want you to have them... I kind of want it themed. I wouldn't mind having all my monsters in one army. But I guess we can get started on this now. So Gavillon, if I was to add the giant slug to your army. Let's do it. Okay, it doesn't impact your units at all, your morale at all, so that's good. So we'll go ahead and add the giant slug. And now we'll send you out to some place you could, or maybe here. Can we do a battle here? The Witch Circle will be it'll be a Necromancer, a Sorcerer, and a Witch Doctor. I think you can win that fight. Will be a little tricky. What else do we have? Kobolds. We're supposed to kill kobolds. The slug battle will be an interesting fight as well with our own slug. So we'll go there and we'll see what we can do. And I think we're done with buildings. We are. Did I cast a ritual? Auction. Still needs 2 more turns. Let's do 2 more turns, everyone, and then we'll call this session. Yeah, we haven't built anything. That's fine. Saving for later. Deputy in the province of Forest of Shadows inform you that local hunters have caught a wounded unicorn caught in a trap. We could use that money. Sell to the monsterologist, 200 bucks. Okay, so... Lythe. We are going to fight these centaurs. Gavion, you will fight the kobolds. If there's 8 of... I think we can win now, especially with our current army. We'll take losses, of course, fighting this many kobolds. But that's acceptable. And Urzanar, you are here for that amazing staff. While you're here, we will also pick up a necklace for you and give you some hit point rings. We'll also give you some better equipment. And then back there you go to explore some more. We haven't built anything in our provinces, and we should. Let's build a pub. We're saving up until later. Oh! The hero Gavion approaches the entrance to an abandoned mine. In such places lurk small underground creatures known as kobolds. They won't flee from the mine without a fight. 10 kobolds. And these are normal kobolds, not kobold slaves. We will still fight them. We can win, but we are absolutely going to take losses here. I like, though, this terrain. This is very promising. We have some choke points the enemy must travel through to reach us. This is going to be the tough area up here. We have a wide open area that we will kind of have to fight in. Kobolds have force march and hills knowledge, so they're not going to take care about the hills very much. Gavion, we could put you here and you could tank one single kobold for us. Let's do it. Okay, so we're within range of all the kobolds this turn. This guy can go 1, 2, 3 in attack. This guy can go 1, 2, 3 in attack. So we should get the jump on them before they get the jump on us. I didn't bring haste with me. So who wants to be the sacrificial cavalry unit? I think it's going to be this guy. So we magic armor him. And kill one of these guys. I don't want my slug being hit. So this is going to be awkward. Because I need to sacrifice another unit then. Well, let's spit there. You move here. Well, that's my good healer. I didn't really want... I should have thought a little bit better about this. I'll need a healer to keep my commander alive. 1, 2, 3. But another healer should have been up here to heal more of these units, and she's out of position. We can probably kill another kobold with my crossbowmen. We could use Forced March on a boar rider to kill another one. Probably. No, we can't. But with him there, I'll move you on the hill. Okay. Wow. Wow, they hate halflings. These must be this, you must be controlling these, Alexander. Alright, let's plug the hole with my commander here. You move down here to help block for him. Okay, I'm not going to complain if you guys are going to do that. That's fine. You can go ahead and attack those targets instead. 1, 2. Heal. Heal. Alright, just lost one border guard, and it was the one that wasn't meddled. That's acceptable to me. We'll complete that quest as well now. In a flash of bright light in front of him, the hero Gavion sees a magic crystal through which astral energy flows. From somewhere deep inside comes a dispassionate, dull voice. The quest is fulfilled. Choose your reward. We could use gold. We could also choose a magic item. We got really lucky with a good magic item last time. Let's choose another magic item. Holy crap! The crystal flashes for an instant with an unbearably bright light and then disappears. After the light goes out, a magic item lies in the crystal's place. A crossbow. Not bad. And now we've leveled. So let's grab... Maneuvering 2. +1 initiative, +1 stamina. Healing for our healer. Stamina. We have 11 stamina. Let's give you another stamina. You have 10 stamina. Stamina it is for you. Summon Rat Swarm, a 3rd level spell. Summon 6 giant rats to an adjacent tile. That's amazing. Let's take that for our Urzanar. The hero Lythe has approached the deserted ruins of the cities of the ancients. Often ancient artifacts or some treasures hidden by the current occupants of the ruin can be found in such places. Scouting has revealed that the ancient ruins are not as deserted as it may have appeared at first sight. 4 centaurs. This is easy. We can absolutely defeat them. We may still, however, lose a unit. So, I apologize if you die. Centaurs are notorious for me, centaurs have been notorious at gunning down my very precious units, and there's nothing I seem to be able to do about it. They will probably gun for Grouchish as a unit they try to kill. So, I should probably put him in the forest to protect him. And what's going to happen? He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably. He'll go 1, 2, 3 and shoot maybe my halfling. So I'll put her back a little further. And let's start. We will raise the false alarm to slow them down a bit. Okay, we move you up and heal. I would very much like to kill one of these now. These ranged centaurs. But I don't know if I'm going to have the ranged damage to do it. Actually, it looks like we should be able to kill one of them. Let's use Forced March on Nameless. I'm going to move up Yusuf to here. So I can move him here and throw another spear. And we can focus down. He's so weak. We could probably ignore him now. Okay. Let's see how much damage we do to this guy with a ranged attack. Very good. You know what? Oh, hold on. He has 7 attack. And he has Force Launch. He can go 1. He has 3 speed. 1, 2, 3. He can attack our healer. And he can move 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Okay. Which, I have to kill this guy. He can kill our healer. And our healer may still die here. Okay, she did not. Good. Heal yourself. Herbalist, heal thyself. Let's, shoot. The Dorkable? Or is that you, Lost Fremen? Lost Fremen? Good force, smart shoot, Grouchus. This is why I hate them so much. They run right up to your front lines and shoot someone else to try to do damage to your more fragile units. But we have one. Ooh, get a hunting bow for that. And not as good as a current bow, but that's interesting. 90 bucks. A defense. Garbage. 196 bucks and 21 gems, though, is decent. You didn't level Life. I'm going to keep you here again. It will kill some Dark Druids. Gavion, you leveled. You gained magic. We will absolutely want these back home. Can we do another battle with your army while we're here? We can kill some Acral. That should be easy. Let's summon the Crystal Quest for Urzanar. 10 more kobolds. It is a bit unlucky for him. Let's explore with you. We have some more cash. Let's go ahead and build a tavern. We'll put some guards at in our home province. The border guards are probably a better guard than light infantry, but I'm more used to them. So we'll put light infantry at home. And I think we'll end the session at the end of this round. Sorry, the beginning, the next turn. Let's see, what am I going to build here? At home? Do I want anything? I do. Let's build the Enchanted Grove. It's quite expensive gem-wise, 74, but it reduces delay between rituals by 1. Which means we can cast more auctions, which is what we really want to do. Did I cast a ritual already? What did I cast? I don't remember. Oh, Magic Crystal. We cast Magic Crystal. Alright, end the turn. While exploring the province of Hookbanks, Urzanar found some ancient ruins. Oh. Here Urzanar has approached the deserted ruins of a city of the ancients. Often ancient artifacts or some treasures hidden by current occupants of ruins can be found in such places. We can see 3 ogres here. There's no way we're beating 3 ogres with the spells you've got. We have to retreat. The hero Gavion has approached a half-destroyed ancient tower. The inhabitants of the old citadel have noticed him and preparing for battle. 4 enemies only. It's a really easy battle. We should send Urzanar there instead. We will retreat. The hero Lyth approaches a place of worship to some dark god. A lot of innocent blood was spilled here in the name of an evil deity whose idol towers over his sanctuary. The servants of the god are clearly not allowing their evil lord to be disturbed. 3 enemies only, sorcerer, basilisk, and a giant spider. We could have fought here with Gavion, but we're here now. We'll kill this with you. Lyth. And I think I am content with where my army... Actually, let's put you there instead. And we're good to go. We'll raise the false alarm. Move up and immediately kill the sorcerer, so we don't have to worry about him ever again this battle. Spider next. With anyone who can reach it, which is going to be, I think, only life. Okay. Well, then you know what? Why don't we just sleep it or something? Actually, we'll headwind it to slow it down. It will be exhausted by the time I reach it. And actually, just stab it now. Continue to throw spears. Good job, guys. Piece of cake. And more importantly, Lythe has leveled up again. +1 range attack for you, Grouchish. A Slugs guard contract. Brainless poisonous carcasses as protection for the province. A very original idea. They do not require gold and do not run away from the enemy. On the other hand, they cannot resist snacking on the province's inhabitants, and they are not exactly happy about that. The inhabitants, not the slugs. Can only be placed in swamps. Cannot be disbanded. You can fight it, though, I believe, if you place it. -1 population mood, -2 population growth, incorruptible, so they can't be bribed, intrepid, they never run. That's a good guard for some, if I find a swamp province to stick them in. Lythe, you didn't level. I thought you leveled. Let's go kill some dwarves then with you. We'll do another round. Urzanar, you'll keep exploring. Actually, Urzanar, we found something that you can kill over here with you. Gavion. Fight some slugs with you instead. Keep building buildings, so we'll build... What's this, by the way? New land. We need a granary there to help it grow a little faster. Oh, we already built a granary? There are 3 buildings here. I'm clicking on the wrong land, is what it is. All right. Wait. Why can't I build a granary here? Is there a granary here already? There's a granary here already. Okay, that's why. Let's then build... What type of... This is a hamlet? We'll put a granary there, then. At home... Heavy arrows are better than my normal arrows. My barbed arrows, so we probably will want these. I'd really rather not spend so much money, but again, we don't have any wood, and every single thing we want takes wood. Let's finally build the Stonemasons Guild, so we can build forts and provinces. Sorry, outposts and provinces. And what do you take, Ballista? You need a craft shop. Oh God! All that wood. We're probably not building Ballista actually if we don't find any wood around anytime soon. Okay. Oh, we should cast auction. We should cast auction before I forget. Let's cast it here. An extraordinary halfling fair is held. All taxes are immediately sent to the treasury. By your order, a fair was held in the province of Hexvale. The things the halflings brought to sell were much in demand by the local residents and quickly sold out. During the trading, 124 gold was collected. Not bad. And then we are done. Theo Galvian has reached the entrance to some old and abandoned sewers that are even flooded in some places. It is so dilapidated that even ratmen don't want to live here. Something does, however, judging by the sounds that echo through the tunnels. Out of the darkness, the local residents reveal themselves. 3 giant slugs. Let's attack. I thought we had, like, more initiative than this. How are giant slugs faster than my army? How does this even make any sense? Alright, so we're going to need these hills, and quickly, because they're going to be on their own hills quickly as well. Basically, I need to fire at them and do as much damage as I can before they reach me. So I want hills, hills. We'll do this with you guys. Most of my healing over here for this side of the force. That will probably need it. And we're good to go. Okay, so giant slugs are immune to acid and have an acid attack. So our giant slug could be a fantastic tank for them. The only issue is the amount of range damage they do. It's 8. So I'm going to move our giant slug here, I think, to get their attention, and I'm going to magic armor it. One, two, three, four. He moves here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want them shooting the slug and nothing else. If he moves here... 1, 2, 3... Okay, I'm going to have to move him back. He's actually out of position. Crap, he's going to be spat at, and there's nothing I can do about it. Unless he moves up here. He might move up here. Let's just end the turn. I think we're done. Okay, that's good. Let's move you back. We need to move you back. You're going to be spat on, so I need to move this healer here to ready to heal you. And we start spitting. And that's good. Okay, and our slug basically sits there and tanks all the range damage that will be being dealt. With magic armor really assisting. And then we just blink these slugs for a little more damage with my crossbowmen. I guess we can do a little more damage to that one. Can heal you a little bit. Good amount of ammo left on these jerks. And it should be over. Yes! More giant slug eggs as well. Nice! Get more giant slugs! Let's go herbalist. Let's, sorry, I shouldn't be so happy about giant slugs. I live in New Jersey, everyone. You have no idea what it's like, because I have slugs. We have tons of slugs here in New Jersey. We have gigantic leopard slugs, little itty-bitty slugs, different colored slugs everywhere. When it rains outside in the spring and summer, my house is covered with slugs. It's like a slug wraith on the siding of my house. It's incredible. I've had slugs in the house that crawl up through the crawl space, somehow make it into my house, and I see trails of slime everywhere on occasion. Hasn't happened in a few years. They've been amazing. It's like the slugs had a tournament and some sort of championship, and only the absolute hero slug was allowed into my house at any one time. Because it was the biggest leopard slug I've ever seen in my life. About as big as a cell phone. Lengthwise, it was incredible. What a magnificent slug it was. It's happened 2 or 3 times, too. And it's unfortunate because the slugs all die. My house is not the best house for slugs to be in because of carpets. It eventually dries them out, and then I had to kind of pull them off the carpet with a sick slushing sound. They're all dry. Like a dried slug corpse is, this is kind of really nasty to talk about. I think about it is like on the carpet. So I eventually hired some heroes to go into the crawl space and deal with the slugs. And I haven't had slugs in the house for the past, like, 5 years now. I don't know what the purpose of this talk was to start with, but now you all know about giant slugs in my house. I have lots of giant slugs all over the place here as well. Let's stop this now and talk about slugs. Let's get some more morale for our healer. Get some stamina. Garbage treasure. The money's nice though. The hero Lythe approaches a small fortress, long abandoned by its first hosts. Although all that remains is mostly ruins, it might be worth searching the place. There is one problem, however. Its new owners won't allow that. Their belongings will make excellent spoils of war, though. 3 dwarves and a 4 enemies, but I know there's 3 dwarves and a springled here. The springled, I believe, is the upgraded version of the ballista. Let's scout just to make sure. Yep, okay, we can win. We gotta kill the springled as quick as possible. It's gonna do good range damage to us and could... Actually, I don't think it can kill either of my crossbowmen immediately. So I think we'll be okay there. We don't... Oh... What weighs a false alarm? It's cheap enough. There it is. Good God, how do we deal with it? Okay, so I think we start with a web on it. Which incapacitates it for 3 turns. Good. And we have to... This is when I really wish I had some cavalry to charge it, but we don't have it, so we're moving everyone up. It could kill my little herbalist immediately, so I need to be careful about this and watch... I need to make sure that this is constantly incapacitated or destroyed before it wakes up in 2 more turns. We're not going to do a good amount of damage to it with ranged attacks. These dwarves are going to be really annoying. We have to we have to shoot them. It's free next turn, so we will re-web it. You dwarves are so annoying. I can't let her die. We have to pull her back. Okay, it's out, and I can't stop it from getting out of the web next turn, so we have to kill it this turn. I'm going to haste you, Sif. Well, we're not going to kill it this turn, but we'll at least heavily damage it. Oh, God. It's okay. Just 6 damage. Thank God we had hurt it. Who wants to kill? Let's give it to you, Lost Fremen. Or not. Holy crap. Good job, guys. 161 gold. Plus 1 command. I like all of these. Let's grab a counterattack. Plus 1 counterattack. Sif, you already have parry. This is plus 1 more parry. Let's give you a hip... Oh, I'm sorry, it's plus 2 parry. Let's give you plus 2 parry. Garbage! Glacial Heart Scroll. Useless. 1717. Well, not very useful. 107 gold and 10 gems. I'll think about it. Gavian, congratulations on leveling. Since you got an egg... And I would like to... I would like another slug for Gavian. Gavian's gonna be the slug lord. Let's go ahead and send him over there to convert that slug. Urzanar, you can fight the Acral. You should be able to win that fight. And Lythe, you've picked up more command. We need to bring you back home. You have 2 slots. We're gonna give you some spiders, I think. It's time for you to be the spider scout. And I think we'll do that in the next episode, though. You know, I just don't care about the Siege Workshop. It's a mistake. It's too expensive. Why don't we build the guards and barracks instead? I meant to mark down what it takes to build that, but we actually just built it. There we go. All right, then. That's done. We now have the guards. Hope I wanted them. I think I did. Okay. And as for buildings in our provinces, we'll build something new here. You know, this is Medusa Swamps. If I build an outpost here, do I get a Merc Medusa? No, it's humans that are there. That's the way that works, Tim. It has to. It'll be the race. It'll be what the race is. And Medusa are not a race. They are a guard. Okay. Is auction off a cooldown? I doubt it is already. 2 more turns. All right, that's acceptable. I don't want to cast Enchanted Coffer. I don't think I have any other spells I really want to cast. No one's upset. We don't need pacification. No one really needs to be healed. All right, so we'll stop here. So, not bad. Fun. What did we do this episode? It's a quick summary. I mean, I'll do it again at the beginning of the next episode. We took the Toxic Quagmire, the Rotten Swamps, and the Rat Field, I think, all this episode. So we can probably take the No Lands and the Holy Lands with Lythe as well. And I guess we're going to start doing that. Gavian is almost ready to begin taking provinces. He's almost level 10 as well. And of course, just about to hit end recording, the game effing crashes. Because of course it would. Of course it would. And now I have another effing reversion. This is awful. What the hell, game? Come on. It's always at the end of recording, not at the beginning of it. So I'm not gonna be able to restore my game files. I lose everything that's happened so far. Oh God! And we have to redo what we just did. Come on. This sucks. It's not as bad as a hyper leveling, because at least the AI isn't cheating. But this... I think, everyone, I'm going to start saving... I think from now on, I'm going to start needing to save the game. Whenever we have, like, a round, I need to go and spec up the game save files in case it crashes. This is just terrible. This is just unacceptable. This has happened to me now, like, at least once on every shard so far. It's awful. It's penalizing me for not doing anything wrong, and for the game having problems. I hate when the game says, you cheater. No, F you, game. You're having problems, and then you're penalizing me for it? Screw you. Alright. We're done. I was just about to hit end recording when it crashed, so I think from now on as well, because this has happened more than once now, when I'm done with the recording, and I'm done with the current session, no more summary. I'm just going to stop the recording. Thank you guys for watching. And now we'll go ahead and read comments for anyone who wants to hang around and listen to me read the comments. So, I'll be back to do that. Hey guys. I'm back. Let's go ahead and go ahead and read your comments. Why do I feel the urge to say something like that whenever I begin recording the comments section? You guys know I'm back. The video's still going. It should be obvious to everyone that I'm back. And I've told everyone I'm going to be reading the comments, so that's what we're now going to do. What the heck, Tim? Let's just do it. We're gonna keep this recording no matter what happens. Okay. Let's start with Lost Fremen. Lost Fremen says, boy, oh boy, Tim. That flawless victory against the demons was amazing. Man, thank you, Lost Fremen, but that was nerve-wracking. I knew it wasn't a question, at least I don't think it was a question, about if we're going to win or not. The question was, are we going to lose anyone or not in that battle? Because once, as I've mentioned, once I start naming units after people, man, I feel terrible having to sacrifice someone to keep us alive. Or when I have a misclick and it gets someone killed, or I don't pay attention to what's going on and suddenly I lose multiple people. I thought originally we might lose like 2 or 3 of you there, but thankfully we didn't lose anybody. Unfortunately, I believe it was this episode, we did lose Vipera in the end, due to misplays of my part when we took out the Medusa, but lost only Vipera. Thank you, Vipera, for your service. We'll remember you whenever we're visiting the Rotten Swamps. Is that what this is? Rotten Swamps, yep. Look at me, I remember the name of the province that she died in. So, hopefully we buried her and we cut off the heads of those Medusas and stuck them on pikes around her so that no one will bother her grave. We had some very tough battles in this episode, and the stakes are getting higher, but so are the rewards. It's a shame about our commander's battle with that knight, but that unit tends to be all over the place most of the time anyway. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I forgot that the knights have that, like, trample passive. I know the ogres have it, champions have it, the cyclops have it, I think dragons have it too. It's an option where they can move into the space that the unit had been in when they killed the unit. I think it costs some extra stamina to do it. And, oh man, when that happens, it's... And I didn't recognize it. That's awful, because suddenly all my spacing's wrong, and we lose several units in a row, and that's exactly what happened to Gavian and his army right there. God. I was glad that we only lost 2 other people, though. 2 or 3? We lost 2 or 3 in the end to that knight. And as always with me, I learn best by being punished for my bad decisions. And so that will stick in my mind in the future, that the knights have that ability as well. Or at least that one did. So we should check the knights when we find or fight more of them going forward. I mean, so Lost Road continues with, look at our Vipera cavalry running around the map, sniping units left and right. Yeah, she was great. It's a shame we lost her in this episode. You can move the unnamed spearman from Light's party and get another cavalry unit in addition to our duelist. You can also replace that spearman with a spider, because I think another viewer wanted a creature named after him. Yeah, I forgot all about that, Lost Redman. Thank you for pointing that out. So it was Udalupsi who's asked for a beastkin or an undead unit to be named after him. Now, the only beastkin creature I can think of is like a minotaur. So I've written down on my piece of paper undead or beastman. I guess a beastman would also be like a ratling would work as well, one of the Skaven, effectively. So that could work too, but I think a beast would also work for Udalupsi. So I will name Udalupsi after our basilisk when I get a chance, I think. But I've also already recorded the next video's combat parts. I'm waiting on this video's comments. So I will do that probably during the comments section there. What else was there? Oh, and about moving the spearmen. I've already recorded the next combat part, and I completely forgot to do that. Lost friend. But I also kind of like the layout of our current army. I like the spearmen in our army because it assists the range attack damage Lyth does, and our crossbowmen by lowering the armor of those units by 1. And I like my spearmen. They're decent frontline units. They can take one decent hit and still survive. So I'm probably going to keep what you see me having here in the future as well. Although I have a hunch we will be replacing that horseman fairly often. As the new hire, I don't mind sacrificing it over and over again. Just a heads up. So don't anyone get too attached to the new horseman. He's probably dying at, well, frequently. What else is there? Also, don't forget that Lyth can equip medium armor now, and that you gave my spearman the crippling shot, which might come in handy. Yes! I forgot all about that, Lost Fremen. I forgot all about crippling shot. I will have to remember you have that going forward. Although I tend to view crippling shot as something really important for spearmen, I tend to only associate with them when they have a range of 3, not 2, or when the unit is the veteran spearman, because I know all veteran spearmen have crippling shot as part of their kit. So I have forgotten you have this and will continue to forget about it in the next episode. But now that you've reminded me, I will do my best to remember you've got this. As for life, I forgot all about the armor as well, and we should have replaced his leather coat with a chainmail coat instead for the extra range defense. But we got lucky that we got a swindler's jacket, and so this will give us the defense and range defense equal to the chainmail that we could have had we built the tier 1 chainmail shop in our province. It's exactly the same defense and range defense. So we end up getting lucky and getting the swindler's jacket. Lost Urban then continues with, I'm excited about the next episode. Oh, so am I. I can't wait for you guys get to watch it. You'll get to see me use summon Rat Swarm. Even more so for when we meet our opponents. Yes, I'm looking forward to that as well. We haven't heard anything about the local lord being defeated by the Astral Master on the Shard, which makes me very hopeful that they have not hyper-leveled. Should our units make it that far, do you plan on upgrading them into their next form? Thanks again for this fun episode. Oh, thank you, Flossrubin, for the very kind comment. So, I'm not sure yet. When we are able to upgrade us to the Veteran Spearmen, I need to take a look at what the Veteran Spearmen gain compared to what I've given you guys currently. As an example, when we upgrade, well, not as an example, but the way it works is that when we upgrade a unit, the stats they have here, the upgrades that we took are gone, and we get this unit replaced with the Veteran Spearman unit. This means, for example, that this +2 morale we gave Lost Fremen is lost. It goes back to 10 morale. Okay, so I also only gave Adorkable 1 morale bonus in this episode so far. Okay, so, like, everything gets reverted back to the Veteran Spearman, which actually might be better, depending upon how you built your Spearman, but we do lose particular upgrades that I had given my units. And so, now that I know it works that way, I'm not sure if I want to upgrade them or not. I'll have to think about it. Again, I'll compare the stats that my units have with the stats that we get when we convert the unit over to a Veteran Spearman. And if it is not too different, maybe we'll do it. But if it is very different, like if my upgrades, I like them better than what the Veteran Spearman's got, we're going to keep you guys as your current light infantry rather than upgrade you. Okay, next up is Christopher Lee. Christopher Lee says, found this channel looking for Darkest Dungeon content from a Reddit post 6 years ago. Still posting good content. Cheers. Oh, thank you, Christopher Lee, very much. Man, think about Darkest Dungeon. My goodness. When's the last time I played Darkest Dungeon? That would be the last time I uploaded a video to this channel. Some 3 years ago now, I think, right? Yeah, my goodness. Remember? I think it was like... Man, before Underrail, it was Darkest Dungeon that I had uploaded to my channel like every year for 3 years in a row, if I recall correctly. Can you believe it's almost been like 10 years since Darkest Dungeon came out? I'm pretty sure that's right. 6 to 7 years ago, I think Darkest Dungeon was released. My goodness, how time flies. I should probably upgrade Lum and update my mod on the Nexus site too. All right, I'm sorry. Let's not get distracted by Darkest Dungeon and instead read some more comments. Alexander says, "Hey Tim." Hey Alexander. Good morning. Feel free to do whatever you like with the game. I too have made some changes to passive skills, or rather their distribution among heroes classes. It's weird for me to see Smith passive on Wizards and Scouts, Trader on Warrior, and so on. Yeah, so it can be kind of weird as to why they have them. The Trader is supposed to help you with your initial income, so I can understand why they put that on everyone. And the Scout could be useful if you're not battling every turn, because it would repair his arrows, which tend to be the reason why he's got to head back to your domain to get his equipment repaired. But yeah, I can see people mix and matching the passives that occur. And thank you, Alexander. Alexander, by the way, is probably speaking in reference to my desiring to remove, like, authority or leadership, or somehow reduce the points that they give. But I can't reduce the points they give. I can't affect the spells or skills numbers. I can affect units numbers. Like, I can affect a spearman's stats here. But I can't affect what a spell does to them. Or I can't affect how a skill works or the numbers that a skill possesses. I don't know where those are located. They don't look like they're in the VAR files. Just their names and who has them is present there. Alexander then says, all hail our great tactician Lotaeri. Really great battle with demons. I would totally lose a unit or two. Probably everyone. Really need to take some notes from your gameplay. It's all about rotating your units. So some can take hits, while you get the ones that can no longer take a hit into the back line to heal them. And making sure that the AI can't chase them down and kill them despite that movement. It's very tricky. You begin to understand how to do it as you get more practice in. And we got kind of lucky that the AI didn't damage us a little more than it could have during that battle versus the demons. That was really close. Ghosts can be tricky without thaumaturgy, so be careful. Sometimes they can get a lot of magic resistance with level ups, and your shocks will be useless. Ooh, I forgot about that. Shocks do give some resistance, so if they've got like 6 magic resistance because we're fighting a higher level group of ghosts, yeah, our shocks won't do very much damage to them either. Of course, if we do walk into that combat and we see the fact that the ghosts have all that magic resistance, could just revert. So that's always an option for us. Alexander then says, let's not talk about summoned rats. I'm totally not abusing mass summoned rats from Tier 3 Nature School. Guess what we got in this episode, Alexander? Summoned rats. So, I don't abuse it in the next episode. You're going to see me cast it just once. And mostly that's because the battles that Urzanar is going to be in does not require me casting it. But I do cast it, and it's pretty much what I was hoping for. I get, I think, like 6 level 25 giant rats, and they're... Man, that is amazing to have an instant army when I need it. That is amazing. That brings me an idea, says Alexander. How fun would it be to go for Ratman Alliance as High Priest with Summoner passive and all Tier 3-4 spell slots filled with mass summon rats? Probably not at all balanced. Yeah, it wouldn't be. So the thing about summon rats and the higher tier spells is they do cost you quite a bit of magic gems to cast it. Summon rats is 25 magic gems, which is just about half our gem income. And of course, as we're using Urzanar, he's probably casting other summon spells, so he can very easily consume all the gems that we would earn a turn. So there is some penalty to casting it, in that it is balanced that way, somewhat. But still, those rats are very powerful, and that you get 6 of them. Oh, that's really nice. Of course, you will have to have heavily invested into the summon trees to get them to be so powerful. But summons are fun. I really like the summon spells they've added to this game. I feel that they probably could be toned down just a tad somehow. But it's great. I really like them. Lesser elementals are balanced not by being able to consistently get them from your castle's library, so you can't spam them in masse like you do with wolves, imps, or eagles. Yeah, that is true. We're reliant upon finding them, but I still think they're a little too good. I do think they need to be toned down a little bit. As you see with Urzanar, we got lucky with all the summon spells he's been finding, and 2 Efrits and 1 Nereid. And they're strong. The Nereid's healing, 10 hit points healed. The range is amazing for how far it can heal. It's a fantastic tier 1 unit to keep your units alive. It's too good. Let's be honest, it's just a little too good. It shouldn't be that good. Or maybe it should be. I don't know. It feels wrong how powerful they are for a tier 1 summon spell, but we are again invested into the summoning skills. So maybe it's just that I'm not used to this, and I'm not used to the summoning spells giving us that much power. Alexander says, I'm taking a little break from Eador right now because I'm totally not addicted, and it does not take away a good chunk of my sleep time and sanity. Playing modded Dark Souls 2, my favorite from the series. Elden Ring drops on the 25th of February, so it's a good idea to practice a little. I hope I can finish my Eador campaign by that time. I'm on Astral Turn 35 right now, and I'm going for the Keys of Truth ending. Got 4 already with a clue for a 5th one. Good luck and congrats for taking over a shard in Trimus' campaign. I knew you could do it. Thank you, Alexander, very much. So, right, so, I don't have much to say about that, Alexander. Good luck with your Dark Souls 2 game. I own Dark Souls 2 and 3, but have never played them. I occasionally still fire up Dark Souls 1 to play that game occasionally, as I do like the atmosphere that the game had and the combat. I really like the slow-paced combat in Dark Souls 1. I think I've beaten the game now, like, 20 times. I have. Wow. It's fun. I really like it. I beat the game many times, but I've never played New Game Plus. And I constantly delete my characters to make new ones then. And a friend of mine told me that things are a little different in New Game Plus, so I should totally give New Game Plus a try. And so now I'm like, oh, okay, sure. So that now I really want to get someone to beat the game again, but I don't have anyone who's even close to doing that, so now I'm running through the game again. See if I can see what's different in New Game Plus, if it's more challenging or not. And I don't know anything about Elden Ring, so I can't comment on that, but that sounds like it's probably another Dark Souls-like game. As for your Eador campaign, well, you got 10 days. You're gonna have to play a lot of Eador Genesis New Horizons to get that last key of truth, I think. It's not easy to get. I've heard a little bit about what's guarding that final key. Good luck, Alexander. And as for Trimus' campaign, well, I won that shard, and then I lost the next one, which was my own shard, Trimus' shard. Dogor attacked, and I've never seen such an awful starting deployment for my domain. It was terrible. And as for Dogar, he had a really easy set of provinces around him, and on turn 14, he had a second hero and was already conquering tier 2 provinces, and I knew it was over, and sure enough, he slaughtered Trimus on his own shard, and that was the end of his campaign. Then I restored his campaign because of the backup files, and I'm hoping that the next time it spawns my domain, that doesn't happen, because that was just awful. I was so mad when I saw there was, I was on a shore. I was on a shoreline and also abutted against an edge. So I had like 3 less provinces. And in addition, one of my surrounding provinces was like, I think it was orcs with like 6 units in it. And I was like, you're freaking kidding me. I only had 2 provinces I could potentially take, and one of them was halflings. And it's just awful. It was an absolutely god-awful starting setup. God, I hated it so much. What are you supposed to do sometimes? The game just screws you over? And of course, it's one of the most incredibly important shards to win, because it's yours. If you lose the battle on your shard, campaign over, no matter how many hours you spent in it. So it's just terrible. I think it's supposed to the same exact shard I was using the cheat engine. Give myself a bunch of stuff and just win. God, I hate cheating, though. I hate it. Alright. Moving on to the next comment. Adorkable. Hi, Adorkable says, I actually really enjoyed the episodes that are more focused on location battles. It's not often in a campaign that you have the luxury of exploring your provinces so freely. I love it also. I really love location battles, mostly because there's different than the provisional battles that we do. Once we start taking provinces, for the most part, the guards are something similar that we fought before, and we get many of those similar fights. For location battles, sometimes it's different setups that we're encountering. The next episode, for example, when we fight, we will be fighting all 4 locations here with life. And not the bandits, the gang of robbers was an interesting battle. I didn't expect the number of gang leaders that we're going to end up fighting here. It was very fun to do that fight. And yes, I really like it as well. It's very relaxing to run around and do the location battles with your heroes. I really love when I can fully explore a province to 100% and clear all the locations from it as well. I feel this sense of accomplishment, as if I've just gotten an achievement or something from the game, even though nothing of the sort has occurred. It's also why I really like playing multiplayer games, because I can take my time, clear all the locations, get lots of good treasure, and then have my heroes become more powerful and send them out to the next province to do the same thing. Adorkable says, there's always that subconscious pressure to push towards victory. I've had to take a break from my campaign for now because, I don't know if I should read this out loud, Adorkable, since you talk about health stuff, but I'll read at least this paragraph. I've had to take a break from my campaign for now because my new pain meds leave me a little too fuzzy to focus. But I've been playing around in a multiplayer game, just exploring locations that I never risk in my campaign, just messing around with different units and spells for fun. Nice! Yeah, I did the same thing. The multiplayer games are how I actually learned what most of the location battles contents are, and if I can handle things or not. Like, a battle against 7 manticores is interesting when I did that battle in a multiplayer game. I got the elves as an alliance with one of my multiplayer characters, and it was fun to build them up and see what different units they received as I did so. As for your pain meds, Adorkable, I'm so sorry. I've been put on lots of pain meds over the years, and I don't tolerate them well. You and I talked about this in the comments of that video, and you sound a lot like me when it comes to pain medications. The only thing that works for me is morphine, and I don't get tipsy, I don't feel high, it just takes the pain away. It's the only thing that's worked for me. All the other pain meds either don't work, or have nasty, nasty side effects from them. I won't take any of the other pain meds I've been given so far. Again, god awful. Alright, back to happier stuff. Adorkable says, as always, I'll say that you should make any changes you feel are necessary for your enjoyment. I will make a point for keeping authority as an option, though. I agree that authority and leadership are very powerful, but I think authority is about the only way you can realistically take evil units in your playthrough. Because your karma level, that penalty that evil units will have to their morale will just be crippling, especially considering that most unscrupulous and evil units have low morale to begin with. Perhaps just for the sake of variety, leave authority as an option. So, we could counter some of that negativity that the units will have because we're good aligned Astral Master by what I call it giving them a mascot. So, if I summon a skeleton and put it in the army, that will counteract a good amount of the morale penalty they have. They'll go from like -5 to like -2 or -1. Because it's an evil incarnate unit in that army. And then that unit doesn't do anything. That unit just sits on the sidelines. I never use it in combat unless it's a more powerful undead unit in order to make sure it's alive to counter the morale. But we could also counter the morale. There's a commander flag. Is this it? Oh, it's one we're currently using. So our commander, Gavian, has a +5 morale flag, which would also get us around some of the penalties for having evil units in our campaign. This would actually solve most of those issues. This flag combined with a mascot would absolutely do. So we could do it without leadership. I wouldn't mind leadership or authority either. I think they're fine. They're a fun passive skill to get. I just wish that the morale bonus they give you was not so massive. +10 when you're level 10 when that tiers up. That's very strong. That's a little too strong, in my opinion, compared to some of the other passives that are there. I think it should probably give you maybe half of what it currently does. So, at tier 1, it gives you +3 morale. At tier 2, it's +5. And at tier 3, it's +7 or +8. Instead of +5, 10, and 15. That's a little too much. I think it ends at the 3rd upgrade, too. But in any case, I'm going to leave them in at this... Well... Am I? I don't know. I can't adjust their numbers, unfortunately. As I was saying, I think earlier, I can change the stat line on my units, but I can't change what the spells or skills do number-wise. I can't, for example, find a way to make haste last another turn. I can't find a way to make curse reduce the attacks of a unit by 3 instead of 2, for example. Those seem to be hidden from me. I wouldn't change these. I'm giving you examples of the numbers. I can't change the numbers that spells or skills does. I can only give them to units or take them away. So in the case of authority and leadership, I would probably just remove them. since I do feel they're a little broken. Adorkable then says, I have to reluctantly agree that the tier 1 elemental summons are a tad bit too powerful. There are several conditions that need to be met to make use of them, like finding the scroll for the spell and getting the summon skill. But that's like saying that making instant ramen takes effort. I think I agree with you, Adorkable, there. They do feel a tad bit too powerful. Yeah. I don't want to talk about it for like another 30 minutes or I could get sidelined and on a tangent about them. But I agree. They do feel a little too strong for the amount of investment you have to put into them. Yes, you do have to find the scroll, so it requires luck. But when you find that scroll, it can be really powerful. It's like Mass Bless, right? If I find Mass Bless, suddenly everything's changed because I now really want a hero to use Mass Bless. No matter what I had planned for that hero, like if we find a Mass Bless spell, Gavion is becoming a priest, or our mage is becoming he's going down the route of mage for more plus spell power, or a battle mage for more plus spell power, because I want Mass Bless. I want it cast on every single unit that I have to make them extremely powerful. It's a very powerful spell. It's a bit too powerful in my opinion. So yes, I do think this tier 1 summons are a bit too powerful. I think all of them except the air one could use a bit of tuning, though perhaps the summoning skill itself is partially to blame. I think it's the way they've done it. Yes, you do get the range of the summon you get is a bit variable. There's no guarantee that you'll get like a level 30 creature with just like plus 12 to your summoning stat. And of course the upgrades it gets are randomly chosen, but I do still think it's too good. And yes, I think it's a combination of the units themselves are decent, followed by the summoning skill improving them somewhat significantly. Both plays into it. I don't know how I wouldn't even know where to begin at making them less powerful, because I do feel that if they're on the cusp of too powerful or too weak. They're on that razor's edge, and I don't know how to tweak them to make them less powerful without possibly making them useless. So Lorgable then also says gain rank 3 of summoning can make even summon wolf seem powerful. Yes. I think don't you get a level 30 wolf at 3 ranks of summoning, and a level 30 wolf, well, odds are have like intimidation 2, the howl, and has agility, which means that odds are you can greatly reduce the morale of units using nothing but summon wolves. I've seen some people have nothing but summon wolf, and they make things like Cyclops and Ogres to make them run off the battlefield because they're just hitting them constantly with tons and tons of wolves attacks. Intimidation lowers their morale, makes them greatly less effective in combat, and then they don't get a chance to attack. They're scared, they run, and you keep chasing them with all the wolves. It's a bit silly, but on the same note, it's really effective, and it's kind of fun. So, yeah, it's interesting, and I agree. Rank 3 of summoning does make summon wolf seem powerful. I feel like because they are powerful when they're level 30 wolves. Of course, the Efrit seems to overpowered when you summon one that's like 20 levels higher than everything else on the screen. I think summoning as a whole could use a bit of balancing. I agree. Yep, agree. Could use a bit more time in the oven. Or a little less time in the oven to make it a little less powerful. Dennis Mayak says... Okay, he's quoting me and says, at 149.00, says, immersive probably, although this term is vague. I was looking for a word to describe something. I can't remember what I was describing at the time, but yes, Dennis, you are correct. Immersive was the word I was looking for. Then it says, I also rarely do auto-battle. It has a bad habit of presumably sending units forward without need. If you have units like healers, it will send them to fight in melee. It is useful for a solo warrior when fighting weak AI province guards. I spend a few first turns casting blessings and activate auto-resolve. Then again, if I wouldn't have a backup ready for each turn, I wouldn't be so confident. Yes, it's like that for me as well, in so much that I don't trust auto-battle to do the right thing all the time. So I rarely use auto-battle. or auto-resolve for that matter. If it's like a halfling uprising and I have light infantry there, I'm like, just do the auto battle. Like, I'm gonna win unless it's a Fellowship of the Ring, which case I'm gonna lose. So I don't really need to do the battle. Otherwise, if my heroes are involved in their armies, I will always do the battle manually. Then it says, oh yes, damn spine. I've already bought a new chair and it still hurts sometimes. Like, what else should I do? Exercises? That's too much. That's my face. That's my attitude to a T, Dennis. That's my attitude exactly. So I have I've been using a new chair since the summer of last year when I injured my back going out hiking. And I never realized how incredibly painful back pain can be. I am getting really old, so that is, not really old, but I'm getting older. I'm almost 50. And so, yes, the back is something I actually have to take care of now. And I should be doing stretches and back exercises every day, and I don't. And I really should do that. Especially when my back's bothering me, I should do the stretches. That can help alleviate some of that pain and let my back recover faster. But what the heck? Like, that's like an entire, 30 minutes. And that's time I could be spent recording myself reading the comments section of Eador Genesis New Horizons videos I upload to YouTube. So I do this instead, and we're all happier about it. All right. Dennis then says, I keep backups for almost every game I ever played on Nostalgia Archive. Oh, nice. In my case, I keep backups for the roguelikes I play, backing up the save games in case something bad happens. And by that, I don't mean like the character dies. I mean like the game crashes, as we've seen with Eador Genesis, for example. Once or twice this has happened in Occult Chronicles. There it is. Because I play the game on Reaper mode, and sometimes the game glitches, and then I lose all that progress that I had made. Or the character's game file can't be loaded again, in which case the only way to recover from that is to restore the Reaper files, the save game files that are created because I'm playing Iron Man mode. I don't like doing it all the time, but I do it. The issue with that, though, is it's also very tempting to restore those files when the game's being a real jerk to you, as I've done several times in Sword of the Stars to Pit. Screw you. 1% chance to fail every single thing in that game, where I failed like two 1% chances to... And I had 99% chance to unlock a weapons locker, and I failed two 99% chances in a row. One to get that, and another to make like a bunch of like hero Saswatches. I hate you. I hate you so much. That's such a dumb idea that you can always miss. What the heck? Is so stupid. Anyway. But I don't have an archive of all my save games. Once I beat a game, and I'm done playing it for a bit, I tend to uninstall it. Like Underrail. I just uninstalled Underrail as I finished that playlist the other day. So I'll come back to it sometime in the future. And of course, those save files are a part of the Steam cloud, so I'll get them back for free. But other than that, I don't keep anything around after it's been deleted. So that's kind of neat that you keep a nostalgia archive, is how you call it, Dennis. Dennis then says some playthroughs are getting completed years later. Last year I completed a Civilization 2 extended original game, which was started back in 2009. Wow! I have a bad habit as well, by the way, in that if I put down a game and I don't play it for like 2 years, when I come back to it, I'm going to want to start all over again, as I've forgotten some of the things that occurred, or I want to re-experience those things again. So this is one of the reasons why when I start a game, I try to finish it from the get-go, and another one of the reasons why I upload videos to YouTube, because this way, it encourages me to finish the game, rather than just put it aside for several months and then forget all about it, because I know, once again, I'll restart from scratch. And about Civilization, the only Civilization game I've played has been the first one. I do own Alpha Centauri, which I heard was made by the same people. And I think I did play that one, but I haven't played any of the other Civilization games. Only the first one. And God, that's because of how addicting that game was. I really liked Civilization 1. That was a lot of fun. Dennis says, also hyperleveling AI in Eador is nothing compared to fantasy game mode in Civilization 2 Test of Time. In that game, Dungeon has a terrain with good food and production output, and Dungeon native races grow extremely fast. Even with reloading, I had less cities than that they did. Luckily, reloading does allow me to get a technological advantage and better units. Nice. So, I've experienced cheating AI in almost every turn-based strategy game I have ever played. And if it's not cheating AI in turn-based games, it's well, sorry, not only turn-based games, but also in real-time strategy games as well. The AI tends to cheat. In the first Warcraft, for example, the AI didn't need to mine gold or get wood. It just got it in periodic intervals. If you killed all of the peasants mining gold in Warcraft 1, the AI would still be producing units as fast as it could. It never ran out. I think StarCraft, the original StarCraft, was one of the few games where the AI wasn't... Well, it cheated it in other ways. The AI knew exactly where you were at all times. The only games I've played that I don't think the AI has cheated in at all has been Armageddon Empires. And there's like one other game. Oh, I left a comment to you, Dennis, with it. Hold on, let me check. Mule. A game for the Commodore 64. The AI also didn't arguably cheat in that game. Mule was not as expansive as, say, Eador Genesis, but it was still a good game. Yeah, I don't want to go into describing it. It was a good game. You can look up Mule online, M-U-L-E, if you want to see what game I'm talking about. But that was a fun game. I liked it. Again, AI didn't cheat. Same thing for Armageddon Empires. AI doesn't cheat. It doesn't get any extra units. It has to play with the decks of cards that were produced for it. And it doesn't know where you are. So it's making the best strategic choices it can based upon where it thinks you might be. It's a fantastic game, Armageddon Empires. I really like it. But I do feel the game cheats by manipulating the rolls I get sometimes. Alright, now I need to do the rest from everyone. I'll be back to read the rest of the comments. Give me a few seconds. Alright, everyone. I'm back. Let's go ahead and read the rest of the comments on this video. Oodaloopc says, great video and excellent tactics. Well done, and still dropping what I'm doing and watching your videos as soon as I see them posted. Oh, thank you, Oodaloopc, very much for that. And yes, I make the best tactical choices in all of the games that I play. I am amazing, as you all know, and can bear witness to after watching any of my thousands of videos uploaded to my YouTube channel. I'm also extremely humble about it. As humble as I think I can be. Man, we're getting lucky with some of these battles, to be quite honest with you guys. But, whoo! I think I have made some good choices as well during them. Oh man, it's been really exciting. And it's been a lot more, I feel like I'm under a lot more pressure to do well now that I started naming my actual units after you guys too. Oof, that has been really rough. But let's think here. Oh, right, I responded back to you, Oodaloopc. I haven't read the responses and then the replies from you guys for the other comments, so I'll do so for you, Oodaloopc, but then I'll go back just read the initial comment for the rest of these. Mostly because I want to talk about your response to me as well. So I thanked Oodaloopc for saying such a nice thing, and then I mentioned that hopefully I'm not uploading too often, as I know that can be a bit grating for some of the fans. I am aware that some viewers get burnout, and some people, they really want to keep up with, like, a show. Like on television, for example, I guess if you still watch television, or when a YouTuber uploads a video for a game they're playing through, you want to watch every single one of them to see what he's doing, voice what you think they should be doing, and generally play along with the YouTuber. I do tend to upload pretty frequently, however, and rather consistently. I try to get at least one video up a day. Preferably, I can go back to what I used to do, which is 2 videos a day, with each one being an hour long. But at the moment, I think we could all be happy with 1 2.5 hour video a day. Just for Eador Genesis, which was among the more popular of my series. So hope you guys don't mind the uploads that I'm doing so often. Oodaloopc then responded back to me and mentioned, no way, my friend. This is now my TV nowadays, and getting a video from you is like a new episode of my favorite shows. Oh, thank you. So, I myself, I stopped watching television many, many years ago. I haven't paid for cable television since 2001. I'm not a subscriber to any of, like, the HBO, or, I don't even know what other, Disney? I guess they have their own channel now for streaming services. I'm not on any of them. I don't have Hulu. I don't care about watching any shows. I like watching what people like me produce up here on, for example, YouTube, or going to BitChute, or wherever else people are uploading videos. So I tend not to visit too much of anything else these days. But as long as I can find small YouTubers doing Let's Plays, I will continue to be here and watching them. And hopefully you guys like watching my stuff as well. And anyway, it's also good to hear that, Oodaloopsy, because I don't like television anymore. I have it for over 21 years now. Have I not put on the TV? It just seems so boring when I can instead watch people who I can really empathize with uploading videos, like other people who play video games, especially video games that I like playing myself. I can see how I do compare to them. I can gain tips from watching them, maybe learn a bit about the lore and so on, and see people do different strategies that I could not do. We could also watch someone struggle through a game that you struggled through, and then appreciate when they're able to surmount those difficulties, something that I really like doing in particular. Next up, we have Sif Jaspler, who says, without finishing the video, I risk adding that I noticed that the Ifrit caused the dwarf to burn 5 per turn. That's quite substantial, especially if you stack it. I wonder if these Ifrits can't just take on the duty of ghost busting. I think that fire works on ghosts. Yes, so I believe it does as well. I don't know if a Ifrit could take more than 1 hit from a ghost, which means that would be 4 to 6 damage placed on it. If it could, then when the ghost attacks it and it counterattacks, that would stack, followed by the eventual final attack my Ifrit would have, and then the ghost would counterattack and kill it. That would be 4 stacks of fire put on it. That could be quite substantial, assuming that we could keep our hero alive and let the ghost burn to death. But yes, I do believe the fire does affect ghosts, but I can't remember. Ghosts might be immune to fire. Let me actually, you know what? I'm gonna go look this up right now on Eadorpedia. Let's go see. So if I go to units and I search for ghost, I don't want ghost whisperers, I want ghost. They are not immune. They are not immune to fire. Oh, you know what? And they don't have very many hit points normally, just 18. So it would depend upon their level for the most part. They do not, looks like they don't gain the option to become immune to fire either. They probably should be, now that I think about it. That could be an upgrade we could give them. Well, in any case, I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted now by looking at their stats. So yes, Sif Jaspler, you are correct. We could absolutely use ghosts to help us, use fire to help us defeat the ghosts. I think I might have mentioned that, in fact, at some point. If it wasn't at the beginning of this video, then it was at the end of the next one. Sif Jaspler also says, I think that the Pokemon strategy of throwing Ifrits at the enemy is overpowered, since it's a level 1 spell. I agree. Some of these spells need some work. Alright, and the last comment I have is from Bum Number 1, who says, ever thought of playing Merchants of Kaidan? It's a trading game with a nice aesthetic and quite a few events and little hubs where you can narrate or give your opinions on things. And Bum Number 1, I actually lied to you when I responded back to you. I said I own the game, but I haven't ever tried it. It turns out, when I checked Steam in this game, because it sounded familiar to me when I went and looked at it quickly, that I have played the game. I've played it for 14 minutes back in 2016. So effectively, I haven't played it. I don't remember anything about the game. I probably fired it on to make sure it worked, tried it for a few minutes, and then thought I'd come back to it later and never have. There are so many other games, though, that I have slotted to be recorded. I don't think I'll get to Merchants of Kaidan. At least not this year, and I can't promise it would make it to my channel either, Bum Number 1. Thank you for the suggestion. If I do ever get to it, that'd be fantastic. I am going through my Steam backlog. I've got like 200 and some odd games to get through, with that being one of them. But I will eventually I'll get a chance to play it, and if I do like it, it might eventually make it to my channel. And that's it for the comments, everyone. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this was entertaining. And I will now see you guys, well, I won't now see you guys hopefully, but I will hopefully see you in the next one.